G'day legends, we're back. It's only been a month, maybe a little bit longer. Quick recap for those that don't know who I am, Jake Jones. I'm a drifter from Australia and I'm competing in Formula Drift Japan. I did last season, 2025, and I'm doing whatever I possibly can to make it again this year. But for those that don't know, in the previous video, I announced that I was denied entry into Japan and it put the brakes on the entire year ahead. I had no idea what to frickin' do. So the last month and a bit, I've been trapped in Australia, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, my next move, how I can go forward. Last phone call I had with immigration, they're like, we highly recommend you don't try come back to Japan for this year. Yes, yep, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, excuse me, what? No, mentally I can't accept that. I would go insane. So that's where I was left off. I then contacted all my partners and told them the unfortunate news and basically pushed everything back. Anyone that wanted to support me for the season or just help me this year, I completely pushed back because my whole world just turned upside down and I was just like, no, I don't want to commit and try and pretend I can get back there. Nothing. I pretty much wrote everything off. So yeah, it was a hard one to swallow. And that's why I've been MIA for the last month. I've just been sooking really and just laying low. I've had lots of people message me and just check in and make sure I was all right. So I appreciate that. Thank you guys. But we're going to kick things off with obviously the biggest and best thing. It is very obvious. PRP are now sponsoring my program, which is amazing. The support and the feedback from that announcement has been insane. Probably the most engaging content I've had in the last 12 months. So massive thank you to obviously PRP, the whole team there. They've been super welcoming and obviously everyone involved behind the scenes, the fans, the followers. Thank you all, and it's gonna be amazing. They are flat out getting the new engine ready. It's going to be called the R130 engine block. I'm not sure why I'm holding this. Anyway, righto guys, I got some behind the scenes footage thanks to Tom and PRP. So here, this is obviously in the PRP headquarters where they do all their machining work. This is a brand spanking new cast block that they now manufacture. There's a really good video that they made actually. I'm gonna chuck it in the description below where you can see the whole process on how these blocks are made. Obviously this is gonna be one of the first ones that's going in my car and I'm very freaking excited about that. I just wanted to give you guys a quick little update. The bottom ends are complete. So the boys have done an amazing job. They've got them ready. It's an R130 engine block. So it's 26 deck height. However, it's 2.6 mil higher than the factory RB26 deck height. So it's a stroker crank, 90 mil piston, and we're going to be using a little bit longer rod. So 123.5 mil rod, extra wide journal bearings on the crank as well. So this is going to be a freaking awesome setup. I'm so pumped to test this out, but the bottom ends have been completed. PRP have done an amazing job. The only reason we've been held up with these engines being on the engine dyno is we're waiting on the Kelford parts to arrive. So the cylinder heads are all machined, ready to go, just waiting on the Kelford products to rock up, which they did today, I've been told. So I've got a picture from Herman of all the Kelford goodies, and it looks like those cylinder heads are going to be completed by Monday now, because it's Friday today, and then they'll put them on the bottom end, because the bottom ends they've got done. They've got their dry sump kits, everything ready to go, and then yeah, they just need these cylinder heads so then they can chuck the manifolds on and start testing on the dyno, which is freaking exciting. So I can't wait. So PRP are a company in Australia that absolutely loves RBs, right? They do a whole host of products for a lot of different engines, and so many products that I didn't even know about. It's been actually quite funny talking to Herman and the guys about wanting to do this or that, and he's like, yep, we got it, or yep, got that, or yep, we stock that. Yeah, it's insane. If you guys have the chance, go through their site and have a look. They, not only their products, but they also sell like parts and bits from other companies that they highly recommend and have tested and proven. Everything from Kelford, Turbo Smart, 6 boost manifolds, Artec manifolds. There's a whole host. They got Cali's products. They've got freaking just a huge amount of products. I really should have looked at their site before I said anything because I'm missing a lot, but there is a huge amount of products that you can get from a one-stop shop. It's freaking awesome. And during all this, right? So during all this happening, Fausto's trying to help me, FD are trying to help me, many people were trying to help me. The biggest helper out of all this has been Fausto. I mean, I don't know how I haven't burnt him out yet, but he's been like awesome. Between Fausto, Juliana, Buyu, Steve, Three Rocks, they just want me back in Japan. It's been amazing. Like Fausto has, I'll show you quickly, he sent my RBM3 off to get straightened up. Like that was been held up because of the snow. Finally got it to the shop and the towers were actually out. Not by much, but they were, so it's all been straightened up. The rear end, I just said make it fit a tail light because I have a brand new body kit going on the car. He went and picked that up. That was all the way in freaking Tokyo, and that's like a 4-hour, 5-hour truck ride there and back. He went and did that, pushing and dragging my bloody RBM3 around to the panel shop and back. And then today, he's even managed to drag the car to scrutineering to make sure it's getting checked over, because even though it's a bare shell, you need to have the car at scrutineering to do any round this year. If you miss today, you will not be able to compete this year. That's just how it is. That's what the rules are. That's what they wanted. So a lot of cars are getting rolled in for shucking or scrutineering, whatever you want to call it. They're not even running. They're just rolling. So that's mind-blowing to me. But massive thank you to the entire Brazilian team. Fausto and Giuliano just always going above and beyond. The progress on the RBM3 was just chipping away. Obviously I didn't have the engines and everything was just in limbo, right? I'm here not knowing what to do. I was going to get this back together, but the gearbox gets swapped between the RBM3 and this. So I'm like, oh, if I put this back together and then things turn out that I can get back to Japan, like what do I do? So I'm gonna have to strip that, take the gearbox back. This is like my life, eh? Anyway, so now for the good news, I can officially go back to Japan. That's right. Let's freaking go. Visa approved. I'm heading to Japan as soon as I get my passport back. With that comes a whole host of new freaking goals that are just gonna be absolutely insanity to you guys. But in my head, I feel they're achievable. So that's all that matters, right? The car's a bare shell. It has no tube front, no tube rear. It needs a huge amount of work. Intercooler, oil cooler, everything on the front needs mounting or new bars, everything. I have no engine. I just shipped the gearbox out of here. Massive thank you to Celica Spares for helping me with that. So the gearbox is off. Direct Clutch have sent the clutch over. Huge shout out to them. So that's been rebuilt, ready to go. Engine. I still have my 3.5 litre in Japan, so that's a short block. Cylinder heads. I gave my two good ones to PRP to piece together these new engines that they're doing because they want to do engine dyno work and test everything, yada yada. I didn't want to interfere with that program. So the cylinder head off the S15 that I destroyed has been fixed by JS Cylinder Heads. So massive thank you to JS Cylinder Heads. They fixed it up. I rang them yesterday or the day before. I'm like, dude, you're not going to believe this. Visa's approved, but I need a huge favor. And he's like, what is it? Let me know. Let's get it done. I said, that busted cylinder head, is there any chance you could make a cam spin in that? And he's like, yep, leave it with me. Got it done, sent me a video, spinning the cam, no worries. Yeah, completely redone the head, done everything, decked it, got it all ready. It's in Sydney. I'm based in Adelaide. So the cylinder head is in Sydney. I'm in Adelaide. RBM3 is in Japan. Bottom end's in Japan. I'm gonna make it all work. I'm gonna get it all to Japan. But now the problem is, by the time I believe I'm going to get my passport, I'll have 6 days left before the truck is leaving for round 1, Fuji Speedway. I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do. I wanted to do the whole new body kit, new look, new livery, new partners, which I've told, by the way, not going to be at round 1. So don't worry about supporting me this year. Idiot. So now I totally understand if they're not going to come on board now because everything's changed. I get that. So the car's probably going to be a pretty clean slate, not going to lie. I got many product sponsors, right? And obviously PRP and companies like that are going to be on the car. Like, of course. I got a lot to do in a little amount of time. It's not going to look pretty. We have a welder at Fausto's. I still got roll cage tubing left over, but time is not on my side. We don't have a tube bender and there's a lot of freaking work that needs doing. So Once I get back, I'm gonna piece the engine together, gearbox, put all that in the car. Once that's all in, then I can try and make my own little tube front that can obviously hold the bonnet, the headlights, the front bar, the intercooler, oil cooler, and just figure out how I'm gonna do that. I'll make it work, even if it's just RHS, I'll do something. But yeah, that's what I gotta do. And I'm hoping I have 6 days. It'll probably turn into 5 days once I do this trip to Sydney and then Sydney to Tokyo. And then obviously we're gonna get from Tokyo to Fukushima. But yeah, we're on. The most important thing is we're on. FD Japan is on for 2026. And although the car may or may not make round one, I'm gonna do everything in my power to make it. It's definitely not gonna be at the level I wanted it at. I was hoping to have the new R130 PRP motor in, the whole new body kit, the whole new look, new livery, new partners, everything. Like it was all on track to be. But yeah, had that little frickin' speed bump and here we are. That's the update, guys. Lots of good news, lots of not so good news. But overall, I'm heading back to Japan and that's what I want. So it's frickin' awesome. But yeah, massive thank you to obviously PRP for being the new insane sponsor to help me with my program. I'm very, very frickin' pumped to get them on and get that engine in the car because that's going to be a game changer. So along with that, we're strapping a brand spanking new Turbo Smart Turbo to the side, a completely different 6-boost manifold as well, and then also getting Turbo Smart on board. So it's going to be freaking awesome. I'm so freaking excited. As this progresses, I'm going to give you guys all the updates on the engine, the turbo we're using, why we're doing it, and all that. And also we have full support from Kelford with the cylinder head packages as well. So thank you, Kelford. But as for this thing, this mighty freaking, you could almost say cursed car, really. I haven't had the best of luck with this poor girl, but she's gonna live another day, just not sure when. So there's another little plan in the works for that one, but I'm not gonna share too much on it. However, it needs an engine and it definitely needs a gearbox because I'm not shipping that gearbox back from Japan again. So I'll figure something out with this one. For now, it's gonna hibernate. Probably not here. It's probably gonna go on a little holiday, we'll see. But yeah, that's the update, guys. I hope you are as excited as I am because this year is now just imploded massively and the opportunities are huge, right? One thing I really want to do this year is get a practice car too. That's going to be a big goal of mine because I need to drive. The only laps I did last year was during FD, which is just ludicrous. For a drifter at our level to not practice, I think I might be the only one, literally. I didn't do a Matsuri, I didn't do nothing. That's crazy. Anyway, I hope you're ready for this craziness because yes, I'm going to film as much as I can, as always. Just wanted to update you guys, so yeah, and obviously massive thank you to the new partners on board, and also huge thank you to Fausto for dealing with my sporadic behaviour, up and down schedules, and just, yeah, he's going above and beyond big time to make sure it's as smooth as possible for me to get back there and get ready. So let's freaking go. All right, guys, I have a lot of freaking work to do and I have a lot of things to pack and send, so I'm gonna get busy and we'll see you guys probably next in Japan. And also, please hold me accountable. If you don't see a video in a week, hit me up. See you, legends.